You actually have quite a hot take.
I have a hot take,
A
bro.
hot take.
I have a hot
steaming
take.
hot take.
Yeah. This
Mm-hmm.
is going to cause some controversy in the comments. Yeah.
Okay.
But I need to explain the full extent of it.
Welcome.
¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa?
We're back.
Again. I love that intro, man. I love that intro.
A good song. So.
Yeah, man. Episode 6. Before anything, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Got a little quick bars for him.
Really?
Little quick bars. It goes a little something like, go ahead and press the like button. And while you're at it, press subscribe too. It ain't gonna cost you nothing. You know we really love it if you left us a little comments, and all the love and hate, just send us a little something.
Hell yeah. Love that.
Yeah. So
banging,
do that.
Yo, can we put that on top of our intro melody?
That would be crazy. I might come up with some more bars. The more subscribers we get, the more bars we get. Milestones. We'll have to see. It's up to you. So press them buttons.
Yeah.
Give us some love, and it really helps out the channel. And Patreon is up as well.
Check out the Patreon.
Patreon is up.
Mostly for support, but check it out.
Yeah, I mean, if you really got love for your boys, and you followed our advice, and maybe you quit gambling, send us a little something. Send us a little something, because at least it goes to something, right?
Yeah.
So today
we have some interesting stuff.
We got a tight one for you today.
Ooh, tight one.
Yeah.
Anyway, previously you brought us some historical facts. Love those.
Yeah, first of all, let's just recognize how sick the dancing plague of Strasbourg was.
That was good. Do you think we can tier list that? Rank it?
Yeah, we could. I mean, I'm probably gonna bring you lows throughout the episodes, right? So I'm curious to see how you'll rank this one I'm gonna bring today towards or against the dancing plague.
Yeah, the bar is high.
The bar is high.
Because you brought another historical fact. So let your boy know. All right.
So do you remember the scene in Game of Thrones where Khal Drogo pours molten gold on the top of Viserys Targaryen's head?
Can you describe the scene a bit more?
So it's in season 1.
Right.
And by this time, Viserys is just fucking fed up because his sister's getting treated like royalty. He's not really getting the recognition he deserves. He was promised an army. And then he goes into a tent where they all are with a sword.
Right.
And then Khal Drogo's like, you want a crown? Bet you want a crown. And he pours the molten gold on top of his head. And he's like, a crown for a king. Remember?
I'm there now. Yeah, I'm there now. Yeah.
Okay, so this sort of
scene.
This sort of happened in real life.
Really?
Yeah. So I think this one is actually better, to be honest. Yeah. So a lot of people attribute this thing I'm about to tell you to Marcus Crassus, who was a part of the triumvirate that either was established after Spartacus was defeated in his slave revolt or was part of defeating Spartacus.
And who is this Marcus Crassus?
So the triumvirate was him, Julius Caesar, and this guy Pompey Africanus, I think his name was.
Okay.
And Marcus Crassus was basically just known for being rich as fuck. But according to what I've read, his way of becoming rich was a little sus, because what he would do is he would go to areas of conflict.
On the corner?
No. Areas of conflict in Rome, right?
Okay.
And then he would liberate the areas, but then he'd have thugs and stuff fuck up basically the cities, and then he would buy the real estate on dirt cheap because everything was fucked up, right? What I'm about, a lot of people attribute this to him, but it actually happened to a Roman consul called Manius Achilles, who was part of something called the Mithridatic War, the first one. I'm not going to go into the details of that one.
Okay, yeah.
Anyways, bro.
What year did that happen?
Bro, I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know. I have no idea. Anyways, what happened was he was captured, right?
Yeah.
And then as a punishment for they basically treated him as a symbol of Roman greed.
Okay.
So they poured molten gold down his throat to quench his thirst for gold and riches.
Bubbling from the inside out.
Bro, but this the poetic justice in it for me is just crazy, man. It's just crazy because I don't know, I think there's something beautiful about it. Must have obviously sucked. But yeah, molten gold down your throat, bro.
That's crazy. That's harsh.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Sheesh, yeah. So Manius Achilles executed by molten gold down his throat.
Damn.
A lot of people attribute it to this Crassus guy because he was the richest guy, and
yeah,
it they basically attached the legend to his name. But like I went through different sources, and it didn't really happen to him, but it did happen to this Manius Achilles guy. So that must be like top one of historical deaths so far.
Yeah, that's crazy. It actually reminds me of a torture method they have in, I think it's the Eastern world, like either Asia or one of the Stan countries or something like that, where like way back in the day, where they would put a person inside of like I can't remember if it was ceramic.
Brass bull?
Yeah, a brass bull,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
And then boil it. Ugh. No, thank you.
Yeah. No, that's a no for me, dog. That's a no for me. I'm gonna say no thank you to that one.
Yeah. No.
There's a lot of fucked up ways to go out, huh?
There are. I remember our colleague told us about one with a tree. Slowly growing, becoming one with the tree and the animals.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
No.
So it's apparently where they put you inside the tree
Was
trunk.
it Sun?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
They put you inside of a tree trunk, the person who is to be tortured, into a hollow tree trunk, and like living. It's a tree that's living, but it has a hollow trunk. And then they pour, I can't remember what it is, but like some natural thing that includes glucose, or the sugar that nature also produces. And they pour this into you so much
you?
Yeah, so like through your mouth and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So much that you start shitting it, and then the animals will follow that, eat it, and follow the trail.
So like insects.
Yeah. Ugh! They will crawl in from the other end.
Trigger warning, sorry.
Yeah. And start eating.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Bro, there are a lot of fucked up ways to go. Like also like the bamboo torture thing, because bamboo grows like crazy. That also is messed up.
Fucked up.
Messed up.
Anyway, we're not supposed to talk about torture.
I'm sorry, we took a left turn on that one. That's a left turn. Anyways, bro, I want to say we've been doing this for like 5-6 episodes, the 6th episode now. And obviously we're still in our humble beginnings. But as you can't really help but think of the future. So I have a little fun little segment for us today.
Okay.
Where I would like us to both present the top 5 guests we would like on the podcast.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I think since I'm inviting you to dance, I'll start.
Right.
So my first one is 50 Cent.
50 Cent?
Yeah, 50 Cent, bro.
Why?
So you don't know this about me yet, but like...
Are you his brother? No.
No. You don't know this about me yet, but like my musical journey started with 50 Cent.
Really?
I remember vividly. It started one day. This was back when In the Club and Get Rich or Die Trying came out.
Okay.
And I was in school, and these kids were like rapping the lyrics to In the Club, but I noticed that they were getting it wrong. And then I was like, you're doing it wrong. It's like, this is this. Like, so yeah, no, fuck that. And then I started writing heavy on the 50 Cent wave and like listening to him.
Yeah.
And like G-Unit and G-Unit mixtapes, and that led me into Eminem as well. And that was just like the beginning of like my intro to rap, because I hadn't heard of like Biggie and Tupac and stuff, obviously, but that was the beginning for me. So I dig 50 Cent's music, but what I dig more is like him as a person, as an entrepreneur, and also just like bro, his level of pettiness is insane. Like the documentary he did on Diddy,
right? He
did that out of pettiness, bro.
Yeah. And then the news station I heard,
yeah.
So apparently he went and did an interview about it on ABC or the news station in the United States, just because, he hasn't confirmed it's because of that, but the theory is that is the television and the news channel that is showed in prison.
Well, it is, right? The theory is that he did it because of that.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I just really like him as a person. So it'll be fun to like pick his brain about like certain stuff, and like, because I'm telling you, I wrote hard. I know I was like a white kid in Denmark, but any rappers that had beef with 50 Cent had also had beef with 9-year-old me.
Crazy.
Heavy beef, bro. So yeah, 50 Cent will be my first guest, and I would have a lot of questions for him. Do you know what I actually did? This is like part of the reason I talk, why I sometimes will say things like "I" and stuff like that. Because I was really obsessed with 50 Cent, bro, to the point where I would download his interviews and listen to them on repeat. Wow. And then I would copy his mannerisms. So like by the time I got to like 14, obviously it's better now, right? But I had to, like, one example, I had to teach myself to say ask instead of ax, because he always said ax. So that was the level of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, yeah, 50 Cent for sure, the first guest.
I
That
mean,
would
that
be.
is an interesting guess. I mean, the things he'd been through when starting from the shots fired and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I read an autobiography he put out years ago before I even turned 18 called Once Upon a Time in Southside Jamaica, Queens. Fucking interesting book, bro. Interesting book. Like a
Nice.
deep insight into like how
Yeah.
he came up, and he used to go by the name of Boo Boo.
Boo boo.
Yeah, but he used to fuck people up, bro. He was obviously he was heavy in the drug game, right? Went to like juvie
Right.
and all that. Yeah, just like an interesting come up and how he like his business mind as well, right? The way he put G Unit on,
Yeah.
and like how he
G-Unit?
yeah, bro. I never had G Unit sneakers, and that was like I wish, but bro, I also had like extremely large feet from like a very early age, so I couldn't really get shoes.
Sadness.
Yeah, but yeah, just to round off, 50 Cent is my first one.
Yeah. Good choice. Good choice. I'll stay in the music genre for this. By the way, is 50 Cent your like top, or is it?
This is in no particular.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Same. But I think for the first one, staying in the music, I know he's unfortunately not with us anymore, but I'll probably choose Chester Bennington from Linkin Park, the
That's
lead singer.
In the end,
The
guy,
crawling
right?
guy. Yeah, exactly. You know, damn. I mean, his voice and what he went through and his journey as well. And of course, there's also a reason for why he ended it like he did and so on.
R.I.P.
But yeah, but honestly, if going back to if it had to be someone alive, I mean, the now lead singer of Linkin Park, I can't remember her name, but I honestly think she's doing an amazing job.
Yeah. Those are some big shoes to fill.
Initially when she came on and they started producing songs with her, I actually liked it, but I disliked the fact that she was also doing the cover song. Like when they were performing on a concert, she will be singing Chester's songs as well. I'm not a huge fan of that, but
but that must be a tough position to be in as well,
absolutely.
Right? Because the band decides, okay, we need to new lead singer, and then she becomes the new lead singer, and then like, yeah, just know some people are gonna hate you just for what you're doing.
Yep.
And honestly, because I don't really I haven't really listened to Linkin Park after she joined.
Okay.
But like she's probably doing a really good job, like you said.
Is.
So like you're getting hate basically just because of who was in your position before, you know.
Yeah, just because you're not Chester.
Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, so
shout out to her. What's her name?
I can't remember.
Okay. Shout out to you, by the way.
Yeah, doing a good job.
Yeah.
But no, I think at Chester I would love to have on. Yeah.
Fair enough. Coming up, my second one is, and I'm gonna butcher this name. It's a Chinese name, Lu Zhijin.
Okay.
Who is the author of the Three Body Problem book series, which the Netflix series is based upon. So
is it a he? Sorry.
Yes, it's a
okay.
It's a he. Yeah.
Has he had any influence on the show?
He's a consultant on the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the show on Netflix is produced by the same two dudes that made Game of Thrones.
Right.
And they brought him on as a consultant, so he's heavily involved. The books are mainly with Chinese characters, though, so that differs a bit from what we see with what they call the Oxford Five, basically the main protagonist, right? But yeah, bro, I dove into what
are they called the Oxford Five in the book or the series?
They're not really by name in the series or the book called the Oxford Five. It's only two of the series, but like if you go on like the Three Body Problem wiki, that's what they're called because they all went to Oxford together.
Okay, interesting. No.
Okay, anyways, bro, I just went into a hole with this Three Body Problem thing, and you'd think I'd read the books. I'm in book 1 right now, but I got really impatient. So I found this dude his channel is called Quinn's Ideas. If you're into sci-fi and sci-fi stories, go and check this dude's channel out. He makes great long form videos regarding anything sci-fi. Really great. But he made a 4 hour and 30 minutes video, and I ate that shit raw. Okay, so I know the entire plot and like basically everything about the Three Body Problem series. I'll just let you know right now, if they do this right, it could be one of the greatest series ever because that story is just insane. Like some of the concepts that are presented, especially like in the later books, crazy.
Really?
Crazy, yes, bro.
Okay.
I would just like to pick this guy's brain and just see like what he's all about and like obviously ask him stuff about like the story, how he came up with this, and I'm treading lightly right now because I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah, of
but
course,
just
of course.
trust, shit is going down. Okay.
Okay. Do you think he's I know this might be not related per se, but do you think he's a better author than George R. R.
No.
Martin?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Okay.
No, he's not. He's not.
Fair.
I say that with all respect. He's not. The concepts that he presents are more interesting than the people and their
But the
relationships.
writing from George is better.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Okay.
Writing from George is crazy.
I don't know. I don't read books.
No, but you should know also like the stats and what we talked about with Winds of Winter, like most anticipated book. Like the Game of Thrones or A Song of Ice and Fires is called. Crazy writing. Crazy writing. One of the things that made me love that, by the way, just to digress a bit, I like the fact that we finally got fantasy combined with using the word fuck. That is one of the things that makes Game of Thrones attractive to me. Because it's fantasy, right?
Yeah.
But then they also say fuck. I know that's very simple.
Haven't we had that before?
I don't think so. Like, because before Game of Thrones, what was the fantasy reference? It's Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah.
What else?
Shit, now I gotta go back.
Yeah. I think that there isn't really something that pops to mind, right? At least for me, right? From my personal experience, the combination of fantasy and the word fuck, brilliant.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But fair play.
Yeah. So Liu Xixin will be my next one. George Martin would be a great guess as well. I considered putting him as well, but I didn't want to put not too many musicians and not too many authors. So
fair.
Liu Xixin.
Fair. All right. My next one is actually a Danish guy.
Is he Danish though?
Yes.
Let me hear.
Jesper Buch.
Oh yeah. Do you know he's from my city?
Yes. Yeah. So this guy, he is the guy who founded Just Eat.
In my city. So I just got to put on for my city.
But no, he founded Just Eat, which is now worldwide fucking domination of fast food. Well, What
he sell it for like a couple billy?
Yeah. He's good. But no, I think the journey he's been on from the humble beginnings, because he's also had humble beginnings, and to him becoming a founder and just risking it all or doing the risk that he did, and the person he is today, where I think he's taken a standpoint, even with the wealth that he has, that is just, laid back. He's taking care of himself. He's but also taking care of other people that he can. He started a university in Copenhagen, and that is more focused on like startups.
Yeah.
So basically students who would else go to gymnasium at that age, 15, 16.
Gymnasium, by the way, is high school. That might sound weird to some of you that aren't from Denmark or English people, but gymnasium is what we call high school in Denmark.
Yeah. So when you go and get enrolled to this gymnasium, then you get a pick of the lot pretty much. But that one is really cool. And
it's solely for entrepreneurs, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the main idea of it.
Yeah, I so wish it was there when I was going. I would have went there in a heartbeat.
Yeah, bro. Well, I wouldn't have, but it's cool. No, it's cool though. It's really cool.
No, I just think he's such a great guy, and the things he's been a part of, and he's also been part of this series called. It's basically like Dragon's Den.
Yeah.
Or,
it's called
the
Lion's Cave in Danish.
Yeah. But it's like Shark Tank in the United States and Dragon's Den in England. But the Danish version. And he's of course made a lot of money on the investments there.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah, but he's good. I think the most lucrative deal that's been made, he's been a part of in that show, which is of the clothing brand Shaping New Tomorrow.
Yes, bro. Are you wearing the prints right now?
Yeah. They're so good, but they're also expensive.
Shaping New Tomorrow, sponsor us.
Yes, please. But I can't remember what the investment was, but it was a couple of milli.
Yeah.
And they ended up selling the firm for like 150 million Danish. Yeah.
That is what's
crazy. And I think it was like 4 or 5 years later. That's a crazy turnaround. Like, wow.
Good on him. Do you want to hear a funny story about me and Jesper Buch?
Yeah.
So he also made a deal in the Lion's Cave with this, I forget the name, bro, but it's this gardening company.
Yeah.
That takes care of your lawn and stuff.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
So basically, I was out with some of my guys in some of my old like elementary school guys in my city, and I was drunk as fuck, bro.
Right.
And then in comes Jesper Buch in the club
No way.
with these guys. I can't remember the name. It bugs me. I can't remember the name.
Okay.
Anyways, it doesn't matter. He comes in, and then he like stands beside me, and then this is so embarrassing, bro. I'm just gonna say it for the sake of the pod, but this was really embarrassing. So I put out to like shake his hand. He shakes my hand, and then I tell him it's an honor for you to meet me. Yeah, because I thought that was hilarious, right? And then he just looked at me. So already there, bro, he's not gonna gonna come. Like he probably doesn't remember. Actually, that would be one of the more feasible ones.
I was about to say but you were trying to be memorable, and he might remember you just for that.
Yeah, but I just figured the thing is, right? A lot of people were like they want to shake his hand and stuff, and I get that. And I don't know, bro. I was just drunk, and I was just having a fun time, so I didn't mean anything by it. But yeah, I just like
imagine if he comes.
It's an honor for you to meet me.
Imagine if we actually get him as a guest, or you someday meet him through the podcasting adventure and journey, and he actually remembers it.
That would be crazy. Funnily enough, I was looking at because we're like planning. Obviously, once we get to a certain stage, we want like a proper studio, right? So we're looking at office spaces, and he actually has an office space available for 3,000 crowns in Copenhagen.
But that's more like a
I know. But we could use like. But the thing is, it's also on the opposite side of the country, so it's never going to happen, right?
But he also has an.
Oh yeah, we'll holler at your boys. Yes, we'll figure it out. That was a good one. I have another Dane.
A Dane as well.
He's also called Jesper.
No way.
Yeah.
Double Jesper?
Jesper Koch.
Yeah.
No pause on that one. It's Koch.
Yeah.
Jesper Koch is first of all, he's one of the judges on MasterChef, and I love MasterChef.
The Danish MasterChef.
Danish MasterChef, yeah. He's participated in Bocuse d'Or, which is like the world championship in cooking.
Yeah.
He was a part of building this massive hotel in Sønderborg called Altic, where he was basically like I think his title was director of cuisine. So they have like different types of restaurants, but they do have the top one, which is called 17th or 17 in Danish, which also got like Michelin stars under him. He now left there. To basically, I think, take a chill pill because he's like a real hard worker, right? His motto is basically, if we had 2 tempos, we're taking the quick one. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, he like both for like because like I admire his entrepreneurial spirit, his work ethic, but also like just his insight into food is insane, bro.
I bet
it's insane, and plus he's got that like teddy bear energy, bro. I dig that. I think that he seems like a really cool guy. So yeah, him. I would definitely like on the pod. That would be interesting. And if we could cook for us at the same time.
Exactly. I was just thinking that.
That would be amazing. So Jesper Koch is my third one.
What would you most like for him to cook for you? Not that it has to be one of his dishes or necessarily.
No, bro, I actually have a good answer for this one. Yeah. I would like, because obviously like I'm half Mexican and half Danish, right? So I would like him to create a fusion dish between those two kitchens and then see what he will come up with, bro.
Interesting.
Yeah.
On that paella, is that
Spanish?
Okay, I thought so, but just had to check.
That's fair.
Check my roots. No, I'm kidding.
No, that would be cool though. Yes, would be really awesome to have on the pod.
Yeah, true. I'm just thinking about the food.
Would also be cool to have him cook food.
Yeah.
I think before he started this adventure, right, I was looking at, I think he had this thing where you could hire him to come cook for you at your house, but bro, it was like $5,000 or something like that.
For sure. Damn.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So that's
a good one. Yeah.
That's my third one.
Okay. So my next one, I guess that's why you questioned a bit if he was Danish, but the next one is a comedian, and he is English, but he's moved to Denmark, and he does a lot of comedy on the Danish society, the Danish language, stuff like that. His name is Conrad Molden.
Yeah, bro, I love Conrad Molden.
He's so funny.
Yeah, but actually out of the list, because I can see it here as well, the rest of the list, he's probably the most feasible one out of all of them.
Okay.
No shade to him, but like there's a difference between 50 Cent and Conrad Molden, and us as well.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah, but let's see. But no, he's so funny, and some of the jokes he's done on our language, especially,
He has this really good joke about like how we have some overly hyper specific words and then like super generic words. So he makes this joke with like, we have a word for scissors you use to cut poultry, right? And he thinks that's crazy that you have that, and then whoever decided to name lizards, because in Danish lizard is 4 legs, which is just the most generic name. Like you just want to leave early. Like, this one 4 legs. Yeah. So he's really cool. He'll be a really cool guest as well, bro.
He would be. He would be. Yeah.
Cool.
So I'd like to see him.
Yeah.
Who's your next one?
My next one is I wrote Overly Sarcastic Productions. I'm plugging a lot of channels today.
You
by the
are.
way. Yeah.
We're plugging a lot of people and brands and
Yeah.
Okay.
Overly Sarcastic Productions is a channel run by two people who go by Red and Blue.
Right.
Red does like myths and legends and pantheons and I guess religion as well, and also like tropes in fiction and stuff.
Mm.
And Blue does mostly the history stuff. I love their channel. They have a really, really specific or like really remarkable animation style. I think Red is the one that does all the animation, so their videos also take some time.
Yeah.
But just like the way they communicate about topics that might seem like dry and boring, I think they're really good at that. They have a bunch of subscribers as well. But if you're really into like history, religion, myths, legends, tropes in fantasy or writing in general, Overly Sarcastic Productions is the place to go. That's where I got a lot of my historical facts as well.
I love people who are good at explaining stuff.
But they are really good at explaining stuff.
With the good visuals. Oof.
Yeah, bro. That's the one for me. And the thing is, Red will do like, she'll do like series on like mythological tales, right? So like Journey to the West, which is it's not, well, he's not really the protagonist, but like Sun Wukong, who Son Goku is based on, like the whole story, like Chinese folklore story about that.
Okay.
And Red will do like a 4-hour video on like the rise and fall of Rome. So it's really good. So I think it would be cool to have them on the pod and then pick their brains about like subjects and ask questions. What do you think about this? And that would be really
you'd have
cool.
both of them, not just one.
Both of them, because they're like different niches. Well, not niches, but like different topics they cover, which I think they do really great as well. That's cool. Overly Sarcastic Productions is my number 4.
I've never watched them, but
you have to. I'm going actually after this pod. I'm just gonna plug you so you can see, and then just basically just to show you like a quick 30 seconds of like so you can see how the animation style is.
Yeah.
And then like the way to communicate, because it's called Overly Sarcastic Productions for a reason.
Yeah.
Like they incorporate sarcasm into the stories basically, so that it keeps you on your toes and then you retain the information, and it's much more entertaining as well.
Okay.
So I'll show you, and then you can do with that what you want. But that was my 4th one.
Nice. My 4th one is someone who is also good at explaining stuff, and he goes very deep about it, and it's Jordan Peterson. So I know him as some sort of philosophy reflective dude. Before this, I couldn't even remember his name, but no, I've seen a lot with him, interviews and just short clips as well, and I know there has been some, sort of cancel culture trying to cancel him and stuff like that.
Yeah, I heard some about that.
Yeah, but miss me with all that.
But he's like a pretty anti-woke guy, right?
Yeah. And but his take on things and the way he sees things and is able to explain them, it's just golden to me, I think.
Fair.
It's it's so good. I would love to pick his brain. I think him and me, I could spend an entire day just going deep. Like we're talking deep. Yeah.
But what's his actual title? Is he like a psychologist, or is he just a self-proclaimed philosopher? I can't
remember.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. Because I've seen like for instance, when I like watch Joe Rogan, I don't watch it like slavically. I don't follow like every new guest. I'll pick the ones I like, and then I'll take it from there. And I kind of tend to skip his episodes, but that's because the first I saw / heard of him was like a meme of him and Piers Morgan, and he's just crying on the screen. I was like, yeah, bro, this guy's not for me.
Fair.
But there's obviously a story.
But that was actually a good interview as well.
Okay, fair. No, I haven't seen it, so I'm just doing this on a shallow thing. I'll skip that one.
Fair. No, but that was actually wow. You're actually bringing back like a memory here, because that I mean, it's such a real but harsh conversation that they're having about like real. But
did Piers bait him into crying?
No, he's not crying because of like something.
Oh, it's just because he's passionate about something. Okay, fair.
Yeah. So it's full passion.
Oh shit! Yeah. But what do you remember what they were talking about?
Not exactly.
Fairness.
But it's like some real world issues. How I think it was about how the world is so unfair and something like that. Yeah.
Move my guy to tears.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
All right. I obviously didn't know we were doing dead ones. I would have probably maybe chosen someone else.
Go for
But I have chosen Martin Garrix as my fourth one. Oh, sorry,
you would have said
that's the
Avicii.
last one. Yeah, I would have said Avicii. Yeah.
Okay, then go with Avicii.
No, because I would actually prefer to have Martin Garrix.
Okay.
I think for
Fair.
some weird reason. Yeah,
Fair.
not that I wouldn't like to have an interview with Avicii, but yeah, Martin Garrix. First of all, his come up was crazy, bro. Because he came up early. He released Animals. If you remember that song.
Not really, but
no, I'll play it for you afterwards. You know this song.
Okay.
I've made some very questionable decisions in clubs while listening to this song. So yeah, anyways, he came up really early, right? To the point where I think he was like 16 when he released Animals, and then he got booked for a bunch of like festivals like Tomorrowland, etc.
Wow.
And then, bro, they had to like escort him into the festivals because he wasn't old enough to perform as like, I don't know if it was a headliner, but it was like big stage, yeah.
Crazy.
And now I think, oh my God, it's like probably like my age or a bit younger, like 30, maybe 28 or something. Yeah. But yeah, bro, this actually goes back to the first song we picked for the podcast, the playlist.
All right.
Hold on Me by Kygo, because once that happened, once I heard that song, I got really into EDM, because just like, bro, for me, melody is just like incredible. Like when the melody hits, the feeling is like there's nothing like it, right? And it actually inspired me to like, when I say pursue making music, it sounds like I wanted to make a career out of it. That's not where I am. But just like I want to basically reach a point where I'm able to create the tracks I can come up with in my head, right?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is like a long process, right? Because I'm doing it by myself, but at the same time, I got like a family and kids and work. So I do little bits here and there. Like I bought the piano and I have FL Studio, but I would really just like to pick his brain about very specific things about, first of all, his journey, but also just like music, like, do you operate in scales? What's your way of working? Do you start with like the drop hook, like lead synth melody, and how do you do sound choices? And which synthesizers do you prefer, or does not matter to you? And do you do presets? Do you modify? Do you create the sounds from scratch? All of that, bro. I would love to pick this guy's brain. Yeah. I could have picked David Guetta, Afrojack. There's a bunch of other people I could have picked, but this guy also seems to be like very charismatic, bro. Nice. Like I've watched him a bit on social media. You know, funny thing, my son, the little one, is obsessed with Martin Garrix.
Really?
Yeah. So it stems from the fact that sometimes he's like, he wants to play music, so we'll like open the computer and then like obviously I have the keyboard, right, the MIDI keyboard, and then we'll like pick different presets from like synth, and then he'll like press, and then at one point he came in to my room while I was watching a concert that Martin Garrix did at Red Rock, which was like, bro, there was like beautiful cliff landscape, but then like EDM concert in the middle of that, crazy. And then like, I don't know if it was the lights or like the melody or seeing the people hype, but bro, he loves Martin Garrix. Martin Garrix has a song with a dude called, I think it's Lauv. I don't know if it's pronounced love. It's called Mad. He will grow up to be like me with music because he only wants to listen to that song. Nice. Mad, and then he's just singing the song, right? And then just a funny anecdote as well. I know we're going over time with this, but yeah. So when my son likes something, he wants it converted into a bedtime story, right? So there was this children's song that he liked, and then he wanted that to be converted into a bedtime story, and then I came up with it on the fly, right? It's super silly. I'm not going to go into details, but suffice to say that I'm probably every night telling a bedtime story about Martin Garrix to my son.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that was, Martin
Garrix. A long rant.
I would really like to pick your brain. But yeah, let's go with your last one.
Okay. So my last one actually got inspired by your YouTube pick, or like a video creator, content creator pick. And my last one, it would actually be another content creator who has made some interesting choices. And I don't know if you know the show called Jet Lag the Game, but
you showed me this.
I did. Basically, there's three guys.
Extreme hide and seek.
Basically, so there's three guys who have a YouTube channel, and they've created a game called Jet Lag the Game, where what they do is they travel around to different locations, and then they're playing different games. But one of the most famous ones is hide and seek. where they're actually playing hide and seek in the real world, and there's like power ups and coins and stuff that you can do. And they're also playing tag across continents, and it's crazy. But I would love to pick all their brains, but there's a guy called Sam on there. So there's Sam, Adam, and Ben. And Sam, he to me, he's the one who sort of started it all. He's the business mind behind it. So I would prefer him. If I had to rank them, he would be at the top for them, like of those three. But I'd love to pick all their brains, and I know they also have a podcast about that show. So yeah, I would love to pick their brains. They're all of them, and also love to be in their show.
Yeah, very very like unique channel they have. I remember that was a thought when you sent it to me, because it's like, yeah, you get hectic as well when you're watching the videos, right? Because these guys are playing not only like this hide and seek thing, but like also like crazy tag in Tokyo, like stuff like that, where they go like miles, kilometers, or like tubes, and then they like catch the guys and like tag you it or whatever, and then they fucking run away.
Yeah, exactly.
But like using the entire Today Show playground is an amazing concept.
So cool. So cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, if any of you are listening.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Also, let us know, you watching, who you would most like to see here with us.
Nice. Engaging with the audience.
Yeah.
See what you did there, bro.
Yeah. And also remember to check out Patreon, all the other links, all that.
Send all the love.
Thank you.
Also, monetary love is welcomed.
Yeah.
Bro, we have another segment I want to get to.
Okay.
Please pass me the tablet, because I'm going to do a bit of reading.
Right.
If you remember, if you've watched the previous episodes, we gave some advice to the guy who had a smelly girlfriend.
Yeah.
And I think I found someone else who's in need of our advice. Our word of the why. So I'm going to read it to you right now.
Yeah.
And then I figured that you would start it off and then just take the conversation from there. So the headline is, how do I approach my son's secret clothing style?
Secret clothing style?
Yes. Dun dun. I, 45 male, have one son, 16 male. He recently got his driver's license and a job at a small ice cream shop. His mother left almost as soon as he turned 1, so we have a very open relationship. He tells me stuff most kids don't feel comfortable telling their parents, and I'm really grateful for that. So when I realized he was keeping this from me, I was confused. He's been going to the mall a lot with a boy I'm going to call K, who's 17. I thought they were just doing regular stuff teenage boys do, like walking around, getting pretzels, buying stupid stuff, etc. And I was fine with it because he's always been responsible, kept his location on, and answered all of my text and phone calls. K is also a very respectful and overall good kid, so I just haven't been too worried about him either. But I started to notice whenever my son would come home, he dashed to his room and tried to cover his bags. Now, I was suspicious, but to avoid any arguments or possible embarrassment, I decided to just check the trash bins in his room and in the kitchen. There was a lot of bags from stores that mainly carried feminine clothing, a couple Ulta bags and makeup packaging. I jokingly asked him about any girlfriends during dinner, and he laughed and said no, and he didn't seem to be lying. Now, this kept happening for a couple of weeks until I asked for his phone. He was strangely nervous, but I gave it to me anyway. First off, I checked his Snapchat, and if you have teenagers, you know that's the best place to start. Preach on that. I didn't find anything strange, but when I found his chats between him and Kay, they were extremely flirty. It was adorable how overly cutesy they were with terms of endearment. Now, my son has never come out to me as gay or bi or anything like that, so I decided to leave that alone. I figured he'd tell me when he was ready, and pushing it would only cause stress. Fair enough. I looked through everything else, and it seemed normal until I got to his Instagram. He had a private account I didn't know about. All of his friends were added, and as I looked through the photos, things started to make sense. He was always in some sort of overly feminine outfit, his hair and makeup all done. I didn't care until the photos got a lot more revealing. Very suggestive poses, whale tails, mini skirts, and him doing suggestive dances on reels. I also saw that his bio said he was gay, a quote, femboy, and used he, they pronouns, parentheses, which I haven't been using and will start using after we have a conversation, just in case. Finally, I don't want to push him to come out, but I also don't want to keep him keeping something like this from me. I want him to know that I support him and that I'll love him either way, and that he doesn't need to hide his makeup or skirts, and that I'll welcome Kate to the house, and that I'll even help redo his whole room to be pink and girly if he wants to. If anyone has the same experience, whether they were a parent in this situation or someone like my son, please, no bigotry in the replies. Thank you.
Okay.
First of all, what a wholesome guy, yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to say that. Like,
He's
the way he
doing
wrote
all
that.
of this out of love.
The way he wrote that, much respect.
Yeah. Agree. And I think that's an important part of it as well, is that, you know, he's doing this out of love, and he wants to be there so much for his son that he's, in my mind, trying to do too much.
You think he's trying to do too much? Explain.
I'm sorry, but so he's already done too much, in my opinion.
What do you mean?
I get that he wants to be supportive, but he should be supportive on the son's terms as to what the son wants support about.
So he has to wait for the son to come to him.
Of some sorts. Yeah. There's a bit of a caveat to it, of course, because I think, because I'm trying to think how I would approach it. And in my mind, you know, I imagine that I would never go through my son's phone or anything like that. I'm saying I wouldn't go through the trash either, maybe, but to me that's even.
What about
like
the location thing?
So what was the location? Remind me again. What did I do with
So basically, we're just saying that he always kept his location on,
right?
Meaning that he always shared his location with his dad.
I mean, that's fine. That's fine. But I think over analyzing that is also too much, because you know you could be anywhere for any reason. So
yeah, but he's also like, at this point he's 16, right?
Yeah.
And like if let's say the kid got a phone, he was 12. Do you think it's too much to ask the kid to have his location on?
No.
Okay.
No, not even at 16. I mean, like I said, there's nothing wrong with sharing it. It's more that the dad is overanalyzing it, in my opinion.
Fair. Going
too much into it. Because, again, you could be anywhere for any reason. So I get, of course, for protective reasons, if you see he's in a bad neighborhood with bad, like where bad people would be, or there would be drugs, then, of course, you can react. But seeing the son at the mall, or and then zooming in on the mall, what store is he in? In my opinion, too much. But
I don't think he used the location for that though. The stores he deducted from what he found in the trash bin.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. But the way I see it, the best way to approach it should have been from the start to try and, you know, not get the answer out of the son, but, you know, just keep reaffirming to the son that you're there to support him no matter what.
Yeah.
You know, and if, you know, just say that whenever you're not, this is the wrong wording, but something along the lines of, you know, when you're ready, you know, I'm here for you if there is anything. Again, not this exact wording, but because I don't want it to seem like I know something that I shouldn't, you know. But I really just wanted to reaffirm to the son that I'm there for him, and with whatever it might be.
All right. I think it's hard to do that after finding out what the dad found out without like subliminally or something letting the kid know, okay, something is up, like he knows something.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He went too far already.
Because I'm not necessarily disagreeing, but where did he go too far? Was it checking the trash bin?
Checking the phone, checking the trash? Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. Because then he already knows something he shouldn't know. And
but I think the reason he did it, the thing he mentioned about the kid coming in and then dashing to his room and hiding his bags, like just as a parent myself, that would trigger some like, wait, what are you hiding? And at that point, I can understand why the need to find out what that is supersedes the child's needs for privacy.
Okay.
At the end of the day, you're living in my house, and I would rather have you be angry with me for invading your privacy and be sure that you're not doing something fucked up than vice versa.
I get that, and I definitely agree, but I think, again, I just think it's a different approach for me because, you know, one is reaffirming the support. Another thing is, you know, asking, are you into, like, is there something going on that I should know about? Bad stuff, you know, for his own personal, you know, loss or whatever you want to call it. But that's, you know, it is what it is. He is at the point where he is now, where just from my knowledge or for my memory, for my own sake. So he's at the point where he's gone through the phone, he's gone through all that, and he's found the secret Instagram account, and he now doesn't know how to approach it, right?
Yeah.
Right.
What do you do from it? Do you just wait for your son to come to you, or do you go to him? That's basically a binary choice, I think.
Yeah, and I think I would wait. Again, reaffirm support. If you really want like to dive into it, I would maybe try and ask first the friend's parents if you had any contact with them. See, do they know something that you don't? And if you have some sort of
but that could also backfire if the kid has
absolutely. And this could the next thing I'm about to mention is also like very risky, and I doubt it would even come into fruition. But if for some reason this dad knows one of the friends, quite well, as sometimes happens, you could even ask that friend what's going on. But again,
friend probably covered all.
Absolutely, I would want him to as well. But
also, like the asking the kid, like, is there something you're hiding from me? Answer will be no.
Of course,
no,
I know
man,
that
everything's cool.
I know that, but I don't know. And it's of course different when you're in the situation, and I don't have kids and anything. So, it might be very different if I have kids, but for now, I think I would just wait until, reaffirm the support.
Nice. Reaffirm the love and support. Yeah. I get that. I think, the thing is, there's an update to this, right? Okay. This is a completed post.
Yeah.
And I think I'd like to read it and then get your take on what the dad actually did.
Sure.
So he wrote, little update. Before he got home yesterday, I got some stuff for them. He's loved bunnies since he was a toddler, so I got them a rabbit plush, some new lip gloss I didn't think they had. By the way, when he's saying they and them now, he's talking about the son because of the pronouns. Some pink nail polish plus clear coat and a gift card to Ulta, which was the bag he found in trash. I left it on his bed with a little note and waited for him to get home. When they came out from his room, sorry man, these pronouns are confusing me.
I get it.
He was sobbing and pulled me in for the tightest hug I've had since he was a little kid. Damn. We hugged it out for a moment, and then they went to their room. I got started on dinner since he likes to eat later, and while I was finishing up some potato salad, they came into the kitchen all dolled up. They had on the frilliest skirt I think I've ever seen and a big sweater. I could tell he was wearing the lip gloss I bought him, and he just looked so happy and grown up. We talked about it throughout dinner, and I eventually asked how Kay was. He laughed and told me that he knows I know they're together since I looked through their phone. Kay's going to be over for dinner next week now. We watched a horror movie together, and he, as always, fell asleep on the couch. So I tied their longish hair back and tucked them in. Bro, these pronouns are throwing me off.
I get that.
Respect to that and that, but it's hard for me to read.
Yeah.
They didn't have work today, so we had a discussion about his Instagram, and we went through all of the pictures and reels and both decided which ones were okay to have up. And I gave him a talk about safe sex with other men that I had to research, parenthesis, praying nobody looks at my search history anytime soon. I'm going to go out and get him some lube later. It's better for him to have it than not and hurt himself or use something he's not supposed to. Overall, everything's been pretty good, and my kiddo seems happier, which is all that matters to me. Wow, dude.
What an update.
Fucking wholesome.
I want to get your take on it because you're a parent.
Yeah.
But I also just want to say, of the things that could have, in the situation that he was in, and of the things that the dad could do, I think he handled it really well, honestly.
Bro, he did that.
Yeah,
he did that.
Nailed it.
Because he actually did what you were saying. But the way he reaffirmed his love was not to wait, but he just he showed him that he accepts him without telling him.
Yeah.
And bro, that hug he got from his,
I bet that was good.
That must have been crazy. I actually got a little something right here when I read that, because that was super wholesome. Honestly, man, shout out to this guy. Also, I don't know if you caught on to this, but the mom leaving when he was 1, tough, bro.
Yeah, I didn't catch
No. So the mom left when they were 1, so that's why they have the open relationship.
Okay.
Well, I think he did that. He didn't even need that. He handled that top notch. Bro.
Again, I think he went too far into it with all those, looking into things. But from the situation he was in, amazing job.
Yeah, bro.
Honestly.
Yeah, bro. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Because the thing is, he only did that because of a suspicion, bro. He
Yeah.
only did that because like the kid was acting suspicious.
I get
And
that.
then the thing is, when that happens, okay, you ask the kid, and you already know the kid is gonna be like, no, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Fucking liar, right? We've all been there as the kid.
Yeah.
So I mean, honestly, man, I think he did the right thing.
Fair.
I think he did the right thing, and that was really like super wholesome, bro.
All right.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to segue from this, but just like put a cap on it. Good job, dude. Good job.
Yeah. Nice dad.
Yeah, nice dad. Really nice.
Wish I
dad.
had that dad. But yeah, I think that was a really good post you brought up. I think next,
I want to find one that isn't completed.
right.
And I would really love, like, if anyone in like the Trueness community has like a dilemma or need a word of the wise, send it to your boys, man. We'd be more than happy to take it up on the pod, and let's see if we can help some people. That's what we're about. That's what Trueness is about.
People.
All of that goodness into your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's actually, segueing on to the next thing. There's actually something I've been wanting to hear you talk about for quite a while.
Yeah.
Because I know this. I've heard about it. I'm not gonna say I haven't, but you actually have quite a hot take.
I have a hot take. Bro.
A hot take.
I have a hot take.
Hot take.
Yeah. This is gonna cause some controversy in the comments. Yeah.
Okay.
But I need to explain the full extent of it because it's a hot take, but I do believe the reasoning and argument I give for this is somewhat valid depending on how you see it, right? So my hot take is Machine Gun Kelly, aka MGK, aka Colson Baker, is a better all musical artist than Eminem is. And let me explain why.
You really think so?
I do, bro. I do. But let me explain why. Because I'm not saying that he's a better rapper than Eminem. First of all, like we talked about earlier, I also, like, with the 50 Cent stuff, I transition into Eminem stuff. And I, like, the people that want to debate me on this, I for sure know more of Eminem's catalog by heart, lyric-wise, and also history-wise regarding him than they do, bro. I've nerded with this.
Let us know your thoughts and your hot takes.
Yeah. But listen to it, yeah. Because they infamously had a beef, right? That stemmed from the fact that MGK sent a tweet out at some point saying, I know M is king, but Haley's fine, though, or something along the lines of that. And if you know rap and Eminem, you know that basically, bro, there's been so many rappers that have mentioned Eminem's daughter Haley in their songs, and their careers are dead, bro.
Are they?
Like, dead, bro.
Okay.
Dead, bro. Like, Ja Rule, if you remember him, he had beef with 50 Cent, then he said something like, I'm not even going to say it, man, because I'm not trying to get Eminem to it. But basically, he said some not nice things about, well, both Eminem's mom and his ex-wife Kim and then Haley, killed him. The thing is, for me, Eminem's best music is his diss songs, his diss track songs.
True,
and
they are.
honestly, to me, there's a lot of them, like Go to Sleep, Nail in a Coffin, Quitter. I could go on. To me, I actually like Killshot. Like, it's in the top 3 for me. Killshot is the one he made for MGK, right? And then MGK made Rap Devil, which was like a play on the word rap god, which was not as good as Killshot. I don't think so. And I really like MGK. Like, I've been to his concert and stuff, but I don't think so. I think Eminem won that battle, but MGK is the only person who's come out of that battle and still has a career. Fair. Granted, he then ventured into like pop punk.
Okay.
And a lot of people say like, yeah, Eminem killed MGK so much that he like couldn't do rap anymore, which is not true because he still does crazy raps. He's a really great rapper, bro. When you talk rap, he's like in the most talked about when you talk about rap. MGK.
Fair.
So here's the analogy I'm using to basically argue this.
Yeah.
Let's do a parallel, and say that Eminem is LeBron James.
Okay.
Yeah. And MGK is a guy that plays in the NBA.
All right.
When you play in the NBA, you're in the top 1% of the top 1%.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah.
Right? But obviously, LeBron James is better than some guy you might not know the name of that plays in the NBA.
Yeah.
And he's not even Little League Machine Gun Kelly. He's like up there, at least in my opinion. But let me know if you think I'm talking shit, and then we'll see what happens in the comments. But the thing about this is that MGK transitioned into pop and also into punk. And he had number ones doing both.
Interesting.
right? Well, at least like punk, right? He had like I don't even remember the name of the album, but it was so good. Like My Ex's Best Friend is a killer song. He just did Lost Americana, which just had like the song Cliche. Tell me, would you wait for me?
Yeah,
Bro, killer song. Pop song again, went number one. So he did go number one in both genres.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, if you have LeBron James versus that guy in the NBA that you don't know the name of, but still plays in the NBA, but this guy also wins Olympic medals in track and swimming, is he not then a better athlete than LeBron James? And there becomes like semantic, right? Because then what's your definition of an athlete? Or like musical artist, right? Because I can see the argument for, okay, but Eminem is such a good rapper that even though MGK can do several genres and like switch between genres, Eminem's rap level is just so high that even like his rap, pop, and punk combined don't accumulate and equal that. You could also talk like numbers, and obviously Eminem has sold more than MGK.
Of course.
That being said, I think it's a valid argument, bro. And honestly, I'm just tired of people hating on MGK because they're dick riding Eminem.
I get that. And I see where you're coming from. But I think, ultimately it is just the equation and summing up of Eminem just being better, so much better in that one category if you want to do it.
Yeah, he's a better rapper for sure.
Yeah. But he's so good at it that no matter how many other genres MGK goes into, it's
yeah, the thing for me is still just like, yeah, for sure he's a better rapper, but like, what does it mean to be a musician, right? Because musical versatility has to count for something in that conversation as well. And I know it's a hot take, and I know I'm probably going to get a lot of hate, and people going to like say "fuck you" in the comments and stuff like that. But I stand by that.
But if you say, I mean, I could get on your side with the argument if you, for the sake of MGK being a better musician.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only argument I'm making, by the way, people in the comments. I'm not saying anything about the rap because I said MGK won that battle. No, sorry. Eminem won that battle.
Yeah.
Killshot was a better diss than Rapdebate was. I'm not disputing that.
No.
That also doesn't mean that MGK is not a good rapper because like songs like Alpha Omega, See My Tears, bro, he's got a catalog like fucking Breaking News. Like if we go way back 100 miles and running.
Right.
By the way, MGK will be a killer guest on the pod as well.
I also Eminem.
He's a good rapper, bro. Like Peso when he did that. I could mention a lot of songs. Obviously, Eminem has a killer catalog. And the thing is, MGK was an Eminem fan before this. So it must have also been like hard for him.
Okay.
All I'm saying is, I think there's a discussion to be had there where it's normally very one side where people are like, yeah, like they're dick riding Eminem. And they're doing it because he won the battle, right? But it's not as like black and white as they make it out to be.
I get that. I can see that. Yeah. Interesting.
So, bro, I'm looking forward to seeing the comments of this because they're going to flame me on this one.
For sure.
Yeah. But I stand by that. I know it's an unpopular opinion. That's why it's a hot take. But I stand by that. I really do.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. But speaking of music, and maybe we should have, our top MGK and Eminem songs on the playlist next. On our playlist.
Maybe. I mean, for sure, I will have MGK and Eminem songs on the playlist.
But be sure to check out our Trueness podcast playlist where we put songs that we think are great.
Yeah, Spotify, Apple Music, all of that.
Going to be varied songs, bunch of them.
Yeah, we're just gonna list songs that we like, and we're trying to not be one dimensional with it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's your turn this time.
Yeah.
Last time I said the thing that started it, or the musical milestone in our relationship, Hold On Me, which started my EDM journey, which also led me to buy the MIDI keyboard I bought earlier.
Yeah.
Let's hear your take. What's your first put on the playlist?
Probably Seek Romance.
Okay, so we're in the EDM, yeah.
Or, you know what?
No, are you sure?
Yeah, we're in that category, right? So, but I could also go Latch by Disclosure.
I don't know that song at all.
Yes, you do.
Not by name. Oh, yeah.
You know that one. Yeah, exactly. But I just found out that Sam Smith, who's the vocal on that, has actually made an acoustic version. Oh. And it sounds great.
Okay.
So it's just, the vocals of it, but without, I love the melody and the track, the beat, everything about the original song, but
fairness,
the acoustic, it just hits something,
So
I'm honestly not sure about if it's Latch or the original or
we'll we'll put an image here, and then you guys.
Yeah. But check out the playlist, and you'll see which one is on there. They'll probably both be on there eventually.
Yeah, for sure.
But one of those for now.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well,
but on that note,
that's it.
Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, check out the Patreon.
Subscribe. Especially if you want me to do more bars, because I got bars. I used to. You don't know this. I'll tell this in another episode.
Okay.
But I used to rap and I made tracks and stuff. I'll play some for you.
Ooh, gotta hear that.
Yeah. 10,000 subs. I'll release that shit too.
Or maybe just on Patreon. Let's see.
10,000 subs on Patreon. I'll release all the songs.
Of course, but I meant before that. But okay. Anyways, thank you so much.
Hasta luego, man.
See you next time.
Cool.